Everybody, Red Arrow 23 here, and it's time for some more mega crabs. Been super busy at home this weekend, but I'm trying to get a few more levels of the mega crab done. So we finished at level 21 last time. Let's boom this beach. Alright, so let's get into stage 22. As you see here, the first attack I did on it was with hookah. So I sort of just started to step away from started off AZ, and then I realized skanks and tanks were the way to go, and now I've decided to go back to hookah. 1 boat of heavies and 7 boats of Zookas. Thought we'd try this out, see how it goes, and then we just want to take out that mortar, clean up the landing, clear a few mines, and then we're just going to try and the reason we got the heavies here is mainly just for taking control of taking out those mines ahead of us, and the Zookas obviously for the damage. Realizing that I wasn't going to be able to clear all of those mines with heavies because the separation would be too close, decided to take them out, and we did probably spend too long at this stage because we started getting Zookas into the mines, and we also only have like what, 1 heavy left. I don't know if I was drunk or what was going on, but this was pretty average. That's okay. We do still have the 1 heavy and brick, so they can both start clearing us some mines. We flare right into the back there, and this is the sort of path we're going for. Lucky we got that last mine, and we decided to flare this rocket launcher so that we can get a bit of a meat shield between us, even though we don't really have a meat shield anymore because our last heavy just died. But that's alright, and realizing that I don't have many Zookas left, decided to flare over and potentially get some of these rocket launchers so that we can just free snipe in the next attack. But we did get taken out pretty quickly. So we got the path down, we cleared the beach up quite a lot, so it should make it a relatively easy first 2-hitter. So let's have a look at the second hit. We used the same 1 boat of heavies, 7 boats of Zookas and brick. So let's check it out. We've got a flare landing over to the left, just to get them nice and grouped. You could probably get away with a flag landing, but I just wanted them to be nice and tight. And we're releasing brick and heavies at the same time. But unfortunate that we did clip that mine there. And you'll see, because this flare wasn't quite on the wall, I think, that's why we spread all the way over to the left. So the heavies had to clear a few more mines, and we got 2 like really ugly wide split Zookas. So definitely recommend you flare onto that wall. And then we get a double smoke at the end. This rocket launcher is just in range, so we flare over and we shock, use some critters for some boom cannons and shock blaster and all of that good stuff. And then we're just flaring up to a little bit of a further away and just hammer down the core like that, get a bit of critters for some extra protection. Brick decides to go on a suicide mission but can't quite get in shock blaster range, so hard luck, we win this time, Brick. And there we go, 2 med kits and the core is down. Stage 22 complete. Let's move on to stage 23. So here we go. Still rocking the 1 heavy 7 Zooka. Decided to do a bit of a setup here, I think. So we're just going to bart out that 1 rocket launcher, and we're going to go for a smoky flare landing. It's not looking too bad. I was a little bit worried that the hero wasn't going to land at the end of the beach, and I think she did in the end. So let's have a look. Nice 2 smoke landing, and then we're going to flare across and drop brick and our heavies. Our heavies first, because we needed those for the hit, and we weren't too worried about brick, and if she went left it would have been fine. She would have just got killed by all this stuff. Flaring into that right corner, the heavies are losing us the delay. That's okay, we're not too worried about that. Would obviously be ideal if we didn't, but there you go. And then we're flaring the flamethrower just to try and get those heavies out in front. Didn't quite work, but we got the 4-shock rocket launcher to flamethrower, so that went pretty well. And then because we got those closest defenses, we could switch to the 8-shock here. So there was only 3 shocks, and we managed to get all that down. Broke out some warriors, which are going to help us out, slowing down all these defenses. and doing a bit of damage. They're also helping us out, being a bit of a shield for our Zookas. And we probably want to get rid of that rocket launcher there. And there we go, it's down. And this rocket launcher starts to come in range here. And from this point, what I wanted to do is flare back and gather, and then have, if I had enough GBE, I would have gone straight up and cleared out this area, which you'll see in the second attack, but sort of realized that I wasn't going to have enough GBE, so we decided to flare over to the laser, flare directly to the laser so the Zookas spread out a bit more. I didn't have enough for any more shocks. Was hoping that the heavies will take the shock launcher fire. The medic that we rescued, he's helping us out a little bit. Because we flared directly onto the laser and we flared directly onto the next one, our Zookas are going to sort of fan out, and when that laser does fire, it's not going to take out as many Zookas. And then we just want to get that left shock launcher, which we just took down, and that's going to clean the beach right up for the next attack. So now we've got a pretty clean run all the way through. We're just letting Zookas take down a couple more things. I think we did retreat, but it didn't actually save us that much in the end because it was a bit late. We managed to save 3. Woo! 3 Zookas, yeah! So there we go. It's pretty funny seeing those super soldiers just stay there too. They're just like, oh, I'm just going to chill here. Don't worry about me. This attack. I thought I was going to take it down on this attack. Didn't go quite to plan. So let's see, we went with a flag land of just Zookas. How many boats did we bring? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yes, I still have my boat of heavies loaded. Should have loaded a boat or one more boat of Zookas. That would have helped us out a lot. Not quite sure. Oh, this is what we did. We took out those defenses and then we came back and dropped brick and heavy. And then we flared around the corner, hoping that the heavies would get out in front, smoking on that rocket launcher range, realizing that the heavies won't get out in front in time, and we clear those mines ahead of time. Re-smoke, and then we want to get rid of these double pairs of mines, just because we don't need them both going off while we're in range of them with our Zookas. Medics can't quite keep up, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. They're sort of ruining our delay, but that's okay. And then we went for 2 shocks and a critter. So let's have a look at those. So 1 shock's getting the boom cannon, machine gun, shock blaster, boom cannon, and rocket launcher. And 1's getting the 3 mortars and shock launcher. Unfortunately, it's shocking a bunch of our girls, and we're only using a critter for the doom cannon. Yeah, it would have been great if this shock didn't just shock all of the Zookas in the world, but that's okay. The shock launcher did fire off, but we managed to get that down in the next one and do a critter shock on that rocket launcher. Unfortunately, this shock launcher was in range. We were hoping that we would still have some heavies, and then that way the splash damage wouldn't be getting our Zookas, but as you can see, just took out a bunch of us. And I'm starting to run out of GBE quite severely now. The boom cannon took out that last heavy that was in front. Now we got 1 more that also gets taken out by a boom cannon, and that shock launcher is just going to play with us. We did have a med kit which sort of helped us survive for a little bit longer, and we managed to get a few more shots off, and we left 6,900 health on this one. Pretty gutted. But that's okay. Let's have a look at the next hit. And I believe we took it down, so here we go. Probably not the hardest attack we've done so far, with 1, 2 artilleries. Bang, bang, and the dirt is gone. So there you go. Mega Crab 23 down. Probably should have been in 2 attacks, but that's okay. Let's have a look at stage 24. So went for a bit of a core rush here. Barrage to take out the majority of the mines. I think they're all level 21, so we can hit 1, but we can't hit 2 with our Zookas. And we're just going to do 2 more arts. Just trying to predict the spread that we're going to get once we get there. We did only use 1 boat of heavies, and I hope that was enough. There was just over a mil on the core. Didn't quite get the perfect 2 smoke because the middle boat peaked there. But we only lost a couple because of it, so that's not too bad. We did lose the delay though, which I thought was going to happen anyway if the hero popped out the side. We flared directly to the spot, hoping that the heavies will clear those that one mine. And we were trying to get a little bit gangster, and we had to do that rear smoke. And I think that's what might have capped the damage. No, it didn't. So here we go. Got a critter shock up top, and we missed that rocket launcher. We were actually going for this rocket launcher, 2 sniper tower, machine gun, and rocket launcher, but unfortunately we just missed that, and we shocked the defenses behind us. So we're getting a bit of damage on the core with brick, but unfortunately we are spreading a little bit too close to the heavies, and we're getting killed by a lot of this splash damage, and the 2 rocket launchers up top are ripping into us as well. So we've got to keep that in mind when we do this next attack. Hopefully we can take it down. We can have a look at what's on the core now. I have all my troops loaded. I'm probably going to be going unboosted this whole mega crab, because I'm just so busy at home, haven't managed to be able to tie it in with my op hits or anything. So let's have a look. We've still got, what is that, 4, 5, so 820k on the core. I think we're going to go for more or less the same hit, do a nice 2 smoke landing. Might even do, no, we'll do a 2 smoke landing, flare up to the spot, make sure we get all of our smokes out, and triple smoke the end, and then we'll go for critters in the sniper tower, nice 8 shock, getting that rocket launcher and that rocket launcher, and these 3, and then re-critter the back. Maybe even throw 1 critter in front to sort of give us a little bit more time, depending on how our heavies are landing, are working out for us. Might actually make that rear flare just below the sniper tower. We can give that a go, which means we need to land a little bit further left, but that's okay. So let's give that a jam. Gonna have to do this one-handed so I can have it up here, but that's okay. Alright, let's give it a jam. So need to do 1 smoke about here and about here, and then we want to land about there. Managed to peek 2 times, not quite ideal, but okay. And then we're going to flare. It's a little bit wonky, so we're going to have to smoke accordingly. Want to smoke either side of these cannons, and then we go 1, 2, 3. It's not quite as wide as I wanted it. We'll try and fix it with some fancy flaring-ish. And then we want to go critter, shock, shock. See how that goes. We missed that rocket launcher again. We can throw some critters up there. And hopefully the core's about to go down. Come on, come on, come on. And boom. So down goes that core. Didn't hit that shock. It's not necessarily easy, but I thought I could hit it. It's better that I got the closer one rather than the further one, because the closer one, the critters would have been inside the dead zone, and they would have fired straight over the top of it. Alright, so let's have a quick look at stage 25 before we call this video. So let's have a look. Scout it out. I'm filling up on attacks again. So we've got a nice little snake formation on these dream pipes. Dream pipes? I didn't know they were called that. Bunch of cannons and stuff in the back, so scorches aren't going to be too good back there. The grenadiers are fun. I managed to activate them with my other account on stage 22. They were a lot of fun. What can we do here? Not really an easy way to get it out without doing too much. I'm gonna do a little bit of planning, and we'll see how we go. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. That's Mega Crab stages, what was that, 22 to 24. Hope you guys are having fun on the Mega Crab. I'm not doing amazingly well, but we're having a little bit of fun when we do jump in. So yeah, that'll do it for today. Be sure to comment down below how your crab is going. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and subscribe for more, baby.